Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. Of course, we are live in the Ingles studio as always. Another 3-round mock draft by at ESPN Draft Nerd, Jeremy Greene, the Los Angeles Rams.
The Flostra dumbass himself.
You know it's coming in the comments, so you might as well
it's
get
not
ahead
original.
of that thing.
It's not new. Okay, just
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry I started it.
that's fine. I don't care.
You know.
I don't care.
The Rams, what is their biggest need in this draft? Picking at number 37.
Well, I want to add an edge. I want to add somebody to this offensive line. Look, they're going to do more of their work in day 3 than they're going to do in the first 3 days or in the first 2 days. I want to add players. All right, if you look down this Rams roster, the high side is still pretty good. It's the depth. It gets thin in a hurry. So I really want to hit. I got to be hitting singles, a couple doubles, a triple home run in day 3. I need to know what I'm getting out of the first 3 picks that I have here, and I need to know they're going to be players. And I think with what I've done here that they will be.
Well, you don't have a first-round pick, but everybody gets the sounder anyway for the first pick of the draft. At number 37 in the second round, the Los Angeles Rams will select
Jahmyr Gibbs, running back out of Alabama.
I don't feel like there's any way that he's going to be there at this moment.
He could be. His range, from what I'm told, is 25 to 40. So this is on the low side for sure. But if he's there, that's a playmaker. It's a weapon in the passing game. And look, I know running back's not your greatest need because you did at least see something from Cam Akers late. Jahmyr Gibbs is a dog, and he is a tremendous help in the passing game. And I'll be honest with you, he's the best pass catcher on the board right here at 37. I don't know that he's ever going to be big, that he'll ever be big enough to be a 3-down between the tackles runner. He's very shifty. He's very patient. He was really good at Georgia Tech even before he went to Alabama, and that was with nobody on that team. I just feel like he's going to have an Austin Eckler-type role in the NFL where he will be more of a help in the passing game than he even is in the running game. And if I'm the Rams, I need a playmaker because I know defensively I'm going to give up points, so I better be able to score.
And Cam Akers is not your answer. I think they know that at this point. I mean, there was a point where they told him to go home. So
yeah, and then they patch things up,
right,
and we're all hunky-dunky, and we still love you.
But I still need a play for the future.
No doubt.
And that's what Jahmyr Gibbs would be.
He's the best player on the board.
This would be a steal of the draft.
He's the best player on the board here at 37, and that's what the Rams need. I need to know what I'm getting.
Now, they got 2 picks in the third round, number 70 overall.
Keon White, edge out of Georgia Tech. This is a kid that I am not convinced is going as high as everybody's telling me. I see him in every 2-round mock draft that I come across. Here's my problem. I feel like there's only one position he can play in the NFL, and that's 3-4 end. Well, having him on the opposite side of Aaron Donald makes my pants fit a little tighter because there's some growth. Because those two are going to get after quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. There are some project stand-up edge guys that you can get in the third day. It's going to take some time. But this tells me definitively that with Aaron Donald, this will take some of the heat off Aaron Donald. If it doesn't, then Keon White may break the sack record for rookies in his rookie year because he is a really, to me, he's not a finished product, and he got teamed up on a lot at Georgia Tech because he just didn't have much around him. I'm not so sure he can be a defensive tackle in a 4-man front. I'm not sure how that's going to work. He's a better run defender right now than he is anything else. But I see the raw. I see the ability to get after the quarterback, and I think if you give him somebody else that can do that consistently, then you will see the high side. He's a freak of nature. I mean, people this big are not supposed to be able to move like this. Mm-hmm. 6'5", 285, and he runs a 4.8 40. I mean, that's otherworldly.
Yeah, and super strong, did 30 reps at the combine.
He's just he's a safe player in that I know he's going to be starter caliber in the NFL. If you can get that next level out of him, he could be the steal of the draft.
I'm going to win a lot of battles on the defensive line. Now, I also want to bolster up the offensive line. So at number 78 in the third round,
Andrew Voorhees, offensive lineman out of USC.
I was wondering when I was going to hear this kid's name.
Oh, he's going to go higher than people think.
After he grabbed the headlines at the combine by doing the bench press with a torn ACL.
And I would say it's probably likely that he misses the first probably half of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But then I go back to the tape of him doing, what do you have, 37 reps or something like that?
Yeah.
With
38.
one of his 38 with one of his legs off the ground. This kid's just, and it really, everybody else was dumbfounded by that and made all the headlines. I looked at my scouting profile on him. Every bit of it made sense. Blue collar, lunch pail, super high floor. The ceiling may not be as high, or at least that's what a lot of other people say. I think the ceiling is ridiculous. You know how I feel about USC players.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really care about the Lincoln Riley thing. Lincoln Riley asked you to do one very specific thing. I'm not sure that we have even seen the best of Andrew Voorhees, and I loved him anyway. I've had him as high as the back end of the first round.
Wow.
That was before the knee injury.
Mm-hmm.
Now you get him here, and I'm sure somebody will say, well, but he couldn't play right away. Okay. There are linemen that you could grab with the other two picks that you had, Jahmyr Gibbs and Keon White. They have nowhere near the ceiling, nowhere near it, to fill an immediate hole. To do what? So what's your goal?
You're not winning a Super Bowl.
You're not winning a Super Bowl. You're not the best team in your division. You're not the second best team in your division. You have to rebuild this talent base because you basically shit on the draft for 7 years. So now, do I have to take some safer players like Andrew Voorhees? I do. Because I've got to rebuild the baseline of talent in my building.
And if anything, if he doesn't develop and hit the high side of what he's capable of, I still have a steady, solid, at least a really good backup.
Well, he's not a backup. His ceiling is he can play. He can be a high-level right tackle in this league. His floor is he is a really, really, really plus guard.
There you go.
That is to me that's worst case scenario, barring injuries or anything like that. I know he's coming off the knee. I just don't think it'll be a problem. For me, this is a perfect start, and then I can go into day 3 and start swinging for the fences. Take those developmental guys, take the guys I'm really in love with, and hope that I hit a couple home runs in day 3.
If you like these picks, be sure to comment it out, and please, somebody call him Floster dumbass, because it's just it puts a smile on my face.
Oh yeah, and I mean nobody's ever done it before. If you like them, hate them, feel free to comment that out. I answer all of those. We'll have 2 more 7-round mock drafts, the A+ mock that will be coming out over the weekend and into next week, and then my final 7-round projection of how I think the 2023 NFL Draft will go. That comes out the week of the NFL Draft on April 27th, and we will cover every one of those picks live right here.
Like this video, share it out with friends as well. Subscribe to the channel so you get all of our team-by-team content, not only for the Los Angeles Rams here in the Sportsocracy throughout the Draftmas season. We'll see you next time.